Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome to a brand new series on a game called Galactic Civilizations III. Galactic Civilizations III is a turn-based 4X space strategy game set in the year 2242, in which humans have just started colonizing other worlds. Our job is to build and shape a civilization that can survive an often hostile galaxy. What's that mean? Well, basically this game is a 4X game set in space. Pretty much is a 50,000 foot flyover. The game is developed and published by Stardock, and it is a pretty solid 4X game. The whole series has. Galactic Civilizations 2 is a pretty good game too. I'm fairly new to the Gal Civ franchise myself, and I haven't always been a huge 4X gamer, but I really wanted to try this one out. From what I've played so far, it's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of different strategies that you can involve yourself into and try to take over. So this one, you can do like a cultural victory to use civilization as a base. You can do like a cultural victory or a technological victory or the different victory types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the game and I'm going to show you a little bit of how to get started on this. The first video is probably going to be just an intro, but next video will have more of the gameplay in it. I do want to say that if you have any other questions, down below in the video description are all of the links for the different websites you can check out, plus a brief overview of the game down there too. So you can go check out that down below, and let's jump into a brand new game. Alright, so it starts off with actually 8 different civilizations you can go with. The Terrans are the humans. D.L. Bradley is the leader of it. They're engineers and colonizers. Their descriptions: Terrans are inventors of the hyperdrive and the youngest race on the galactic stage. Although committed diplomats, Terrans have a militaristic streak that has taken many by surprise. So that's kind of cool. Then you got these guys, the Drengi. They have the different traits here. They're tough and brutal. They're a heavy military. We get some of these other ones that are more organized. They're kind of thinkers. They're a religious race, so they're kind of going after the cultural victory. And there's a whole bunch of interesting things in here. I'm not going to go through all of these. You can check those out on your own. But then there is Create Custom Race. And you can go through, and you can actually change all of the foreground and the background pictures. You can drop in. You can be, what is that, Optimus Prime? That's the other one. The bad guy. I got a brain fart. What's his name? I don't remember. But you can choose out of any of these. I actually did drop in a Tusken Raider into the file. What you do is you go into the faction file in the Steam directory, and then you drop in a picture of your own. Kind of messed up the what is it? Aspect ratio, I guess would be the right word on it. But just to give you an understanding that you can put in your own individual foreground pictures. You could also change the background if you wanted to. So there's a bunch of backgrounds, and then there's some videos that you can mess around with too. So if you wanted the great Decepticons back there, and then you wanted your foreground picture to be the Decepticon dude. Let's try the picture. Yeah, you could have him in there. And then you'd have a race of robots. So you can go to your race, and then you can type in a new race. You can give all this fun stuff. There's a bunch of different logos. You can drop in your own logo on that too. Starting solar system that can go through. Traits and attributes. This is where it kind of gets interesting. You can drop in a positive and a negative, and it balances out. So if you wanted like a popular, you wanted your high school prom queen, the popular, kind of dense, not really organized. Yeah, that's kind of the high school cheerleader, and then not tough either, not brutal. Maybe a little courageous. Definitely a little adventure. You can kind of balance it however you want. And you can choose the appearance, the different ships you want to go through, and then the personalities of what they do. So what I've actually done is, I've created the, let's see, I'll have to copy it. I've created the, where are they? The space, come on, race overview. The space squirrels. And this was a default picture that was in there. Their ship call sign is NUT. The NUT, instead of like the USS Enterprise, it is the NUT, and then whatever it is. The homeworld is Acorn 4, and then they're in the ARB system, which is their starting background. This gives a little bit of background on the race. And they're an experiment gone wrong. These cute and furry creatures were originally designed as a genetic and cybernetic experiment. As soon as the scientists realized that these creatures could reproduce with their enhancements. They were set for extermination. At this point, a small scurry escaped from their confinements and overthrew their creators. Now they have their minds set on Squirrelfest's destiny. So that's a little background I made up. They're clever and a little influential, but they're not very militant. They're decent at farming and they're pretty adventuresome. So that's cool. And then we have the Terran ship, because I figured the humans made them and they escaped with the Terran ships, and then they can go. And then these are just different things. You can drop down the colors if you wanted that. I found that one ugly. So let's just go to the... Ugh, it's gross. Terran. Gross. Give me the white one back. Ew. There we go. That's better. And then the personality. So they're benevolent. They like their buddies. You can be pragmatic or malevolent. And then you have different technology trees too. So what I did was this one focused on research and influence. That's kind of the way I want to play, because we're peaceful, we're opportunistic, and we have cultural influences too. And our whole goal is expansion and influence and technology. So that's kind of our goals there. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna hit next with these guys. And now we get to set up our galaxy type. So there are a bunch of different ones. Small and tiny are relatively small, and then insane is like absolutely ridiculously huge, like maybe 500 hours to complete the campaign. And then tight clusters is the density basically of the stars in it. I think that's what it works. But we're gonna go with let's go with small. We could actually load map too if we had one we wanted. Galaxy options, star frequency common, abundant planets, and occasional habitable planet frequency. So you can actually have a star system that doesn't have any habitable planets on it. So it's a dead planet, you can't settle it to begin with. We have asteroid frequencies, you can see all those things, and then they're random to abundant, none, rare. So you can just do much different things. I haven't figured out what the asteroids do. I think it's more of like a slowdown. And then there's a bunch of different victory. So conquest, that's kill all of the enemies in the galaxy. Influence is no need to fight when your civilization is the best. This one is basically the cultural victory. Research is the tech victory in civilization. Ascension is something different. There's some ascension crystals on the map that you can find, and as soon as you get 1,000, I think you win. And you have to have, there's another condition in there too. Then alliance, you have to bring peace, where you get five allies out of the group, and then the term limit. So you defeat your foes before the time runs out. You have the highest points. Game settings, we're going to stay on beginner. Research rate is normal. Game pacing normal. Pirate base is occasional. Pirates are kind of the early game. Basically, you start as soon as you get spacefaring, and then pirate bases are like the first bad guys that actually can attack you. And you can disable tech trading if you don't want to trade back and forth. We can hit opponents, and I've got 5 selected there, so there's 6 of us total, and they're all beginners too. So we're going to start it up and see how this goes. I'm a little bit hesitant on this game because, as I said before, I'm not a great 4X player, and I just like to have fun with it, and it may be a little bit frustrating to you viewers. I apologize on the forefront if that is the case, but we're gonna rock and roll and dominate this galaxy as the Space Squirrels, the alien species of unknown history and makeup to the rest of the galaxy. No one knows who they are or where they come from, but it's a big galaxy. There's always going to be someone who fell through the cracks. That's right, we scurried through. They can be aggressive, civil, intelligent, foolish, or large-nosed, or any combination of the above. Probably intelligent and large-nosed. The species has many qualities, some of them no doubt good or bad. Cool. All right, so we're in the main map. This dotted line is the edge of the map. That is where we can and cannot go to. The rest of it, if you could zoom out, you could zoom out a little bit and take a peek at the rest. I think it would be absolutely massive to have the insane on. I could actually load one of those up and show you. I know there's videos on YouTube about it already. But each of these are the different suns. There's the different stars. There's Acorn 4, our home star. And there are a bunch of them on the map. So you can see all of them there. And there's the 6 different races or 5 different races scattered around somewhere in there. Then the area in the, let's see, this area this hexagon. Is it a hex? Yes, 6-sided is hex. And that is our area of influence. Area of influence with some different nodes here. So we have the thallium. Yep, sure enough. And creates targeting things. So we can build a starbase nearby to harvest the resource. Starbases in this game are pretty cool too. We should hopefully get into there. Basically, a shipyard is a starbase, but a little bit different. And then we have a graveyard over here. So we could send the survey ship. We have the Nut survey ship. You can send that over there and he'll go and explore that. Once he gets to there, maybe there'll be something there for him to get. Maybe not. And then this one is our scout. We can command the scout to explore, and he's just going to wander off on his own to go explore the different area of the world. And we have our colony ship. Colony ship we can send in to different areas, hoping to find a habitable planet. It's kind of risky at the beginning of the game to have multiple colony ships out, or mid-game. It seems like in this layout that I've been playing, it takes a long time to get... or it doesn't take very long to get all of the habitable planets eaten up by other colonies. So it's kind of a good idea to get your colony ships out to begin with. We have our shipyard. We also have our victory conditions up here, which I talked a little bit about. Conquest victory. Defeat the 5 remaining races. To achieve that victory, influence is hold 75% of the galaxy for 10 turns. And that would be this box for that much time. And then we have a bunch of different technologies to get. And then Ascension Victory is to have 3,000 aura points. To get that, and Diplomatic Victory, 5 or more races of friends. And then the Govern. This is a very interesting one, and we'll get more into this later. We also have, we have the main map here. And this kind of shows us if we want to do all manufacturing production, or all wealth production, or all research, we can do that. Or we can just plop it into the middle. And hopefully get it in the middle. There we go. And then we can slide if we want more social manufacturing or more military sort of manufacturing. I'll keep it in the middle for now too. And then weekly income. Colonies, we have 1 at Acorn 4. Different commands, we'll get into more of this in the future too. This is basically telling the different things what to do and what they should build. Trade, we haven't met anyone. And then the timeline. Timeline we'll get into in the future too. So the next up is a technology tree. We have to start with technologies, and there are 4 different trees to go down. We have colonization, engineering, warfare, or intelligence. Then we have the individual tech trees that we can look at too. So this is the colonization, xeno-industrialization, or planetary improvement. So we can make farms, and our guys are good farmers, as we said in the beginning. Or we could pick that one. We can get a new factory. That's kind of cool. Then the engineering, get interstellar travel. We get thrusters, interstellar sensors. So if we wanted to really explore more, we could go this route. Warfare is the militarization, and the weapon systems. Weapon system is a good one to start with too, because actually right now we can't even build weapons. And then influence. Influence, this is pretty much the first one I go with, is the universal translator. And we can start communicating with aliens. So I'm going to hit that. Hit done, and we can see up here we have Universal Translator as our 5-turn remaining tech. Diplomacy, we don't have anyone yet. All civilizations will pop up and we can go around in the future. And it'll show us our treaties and our UP, United Planets. And this is everyone together being part of the United Planet system, like the United Nations sort of thing. And then the designer. Designer is really cool. And this is basically a new design. We can start a ship, and then we can put different parts on it. So if we wanted to put a light up here, check that out. Oh, we can make the Starship Enterprise. Actually, we'd have to have a big circle dome up top. But yeah, everything in here is, all of these, the locations of them, I believe is cosmetic. Ooh, that actually kind of looks neat. Yeah, it's pretty much cosmetic, and then all the text go with it. And then we actually have to do, where is it at? Yeah, it's right here. So our speed, our moves, and we have our weapons. So we don't have any weapons yet. We don't have any defenses yet. We have a few modules, navigational sensors, colony module, that's for the colony ships. Construction modules allows us to build the star bases, and survey module is obviously the surveyor that we send out to that destroyed thing. And then the support, stasis field module, a lot of stuff in here. And we're going to cancel out of that. but that should be just a 50,000 foot flyover. We also have graphs and different powers in here, but we don't have anyone else research, or we haven't found anyone else, so we can't really do much with it. Next up is, like I said, there's a lot to go over at the beginning. The shipyards. So the shipyards are the places where we can actually get things. So, or we can start building. This takes amount of turns. So if I start the scout, I can build that, or I can just rush to buy something. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a colony ship, and then I'm going to try building a few of these scouts. And that should allow me to send out another one of these, hoping to get another planet, another expanding planet, or expansion for a planet. And then we can double click on this, and this is the planet surface. So this is the continents on that planet. Acorn 4, which is a class 16 paradise, and that is our civilization capital. So we'll click on that. We have a Helios ore. Very good. This ore can be allowed to make metals lighter, and it gives us plus 5% capacity and plus 2 to our military. That's actually nice to have to begin with. We also have some of these ancient ruins. Draw tourists and add value to the nearby research facilities. And this is a ancient wonder. It spreads our influence and attracts visitors too. Up here's a geothermal spring, power, manufacturing plants, and heated pools. So we could actually put one of those there, and we get a little bit of a bonus from that. And we could hit build on that, but what I'm going to do first is do a little research. And, let's see, would this be better? +1. Okay, let's do it here. Then we can get a bonus from our colony capital. We'll hit build on that, and then I'm going to do a basic factory up there, hopefully to get the bonus points, and build. So it's going to go through, it's going to build the research improvement, it's going to build the research lab, and as soon as we're done with that, we're going to move to build the factory. And then it'll keep upgrading and doing improvements in different projects on that too. So cool. Now I guess we can play the game. We got everything set up to begin with. I hope. Sometimes I do forget stuff. There's the govern button, which is this on the overview, and then manage the individual planet too. Is that everything? Can I click on this? Oh, yep, that makes it go away. So 16 turns remain, or that's the 16, that's the class. Next up, the turn. Ending a turn is the tab button. You can pretty much play this game with one hand. Oops, cancel. WASD don't move the map. So we're still good. You're still going. As soon as we end the turn, they're gonna go again. There it goes. Ooh, we found some more asteroids. End the turn. Good. And that is my cat in the window. Be quiet over there. Some duranium. These are very good to mine. So it might be good to get a... Did you pop out? Thought I built the... There we go. Colony ship. Let's send you right here. Ah, that's the one I forgot to load. Okay. That sends out our different colonists from there. And that is space junk. Interesting. So you're going to make it to there now. Hopefully you've got 10 turns remaining on that. We got some more space junk. Lots of space junk. Ooh, we have pirates. Where is that at? Oh, it's probably that one. Let's do that. So we have our survey ship, which has 1 attack but 8 defense, and we have 3 pirates that have 4... Oh, we have 2 blue, 6 yellow, and 1 red. I think that's like laser missiles and then some sort of other pew-pew. These guys have 4, 4, and 4. So we can view the battle. Your first anomaly survey. Your survey ship cautiously approaches a mysterious object. All sensors set at maximal gain. Secret of the universe, the first of many, is about to reveal itself to you. Done. Lifting the fog. Ancient scout of your craft survey ship stumbles upon is built technological principles your crew can only guess at. One of your engineers decodes the secrets as part of the sensor technology. However, with little creativity, he is able to adapt it to your own ships, plus 25% sensor range to all ships in the fleet. Awesome. And now we're in the battle. So this is completely, wow, kitty, stop being annoying. Completely, I can't do anything about it, and it's a top-down view. You can actually see down here, we've almost got 1 dead. And we can pan, should be able to pan around. maybe not. Oh yeah, if I change the camera mode, then we can look. Goes back to cinematic view. And then free view. There you go. I do like the top-down view. I'm not actually showing you guys anything either. There we go. So my guy's almost dead completely. And this would be terrible if we lost this guy right away. Blow him up. Okay, we got one left. Oh, we barely won. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we don't win. So he's not quite dead yet. Oh, he's got 13 compared to my 8. 7. We get it? Get him dead. And he blew me up. Great. Oh, that's terrible. And we can watch that. We can go through the different stuff there too. That's just terrible. And then he blows up. And now we got pirates here. We got one pirate. And now I'm going to have to build a new one. So, let's... colony ship constructor. I can't, actually. That was the only guy that I had with any military. The scouts don't have any firepower. That's terrible. And you can do sponsorships, too. So we have our one planet. And it does 2.8 of 6.3 total manufacturing. And we could put additional planets in here if we wanted to. So that's kind of neat. And we can get into more of that in the future too. So let's check out you down here. Are you a good planet? Dead. Alright. That's peachy. And we'll end that turn. I guess you're out of movements now, aren't you? Ooh, that's a long way to go. I'm going to send you that way though. There's no additional stars in the area. Same with you. You're on your way. Come up. Come up here. 4? Okay, we'll do 4 turns. Waiting. Oh, that's not good. He's going to kill us. Oh, is this actually a habitable planet? Nope, it's dead world. Is that one? Nope, another dead one. Research Labyrinth 5. Good, we got our universal translator complete, so we can talk to different dudes. And maybe we should go into the warfare. We're going to talk militarization? No, because that is planetary defense. Let's do the weapon systems. We'll research that one. Cool. And then we'll hit done. And that will be in 6 turns. And we can keep going. Come on, give me another planet. Man, I really wanted to survey a bunch of stuff too. Oh? Ah, we got more deadness. Great. I'm scared about that pirate, because this colony ship doesn't have any defense or offense. And they're kind of expensive to start with. This guy is going to go to that next one. What is that? Ooh, culture relic. So I'd have to build a starbase there to unlock its mysteries. But I can't, because I don't have a constructor yet. This guy is just following me. Now I'm supposed to go up? I don't like that idea. Just keep going this way. And what else can we do? How are you coming along? Research lab's almost done. That's our colonizer, our relic. Is this guy gonna move? He didn't move. Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, that's great. Alright, so the research lab got completed. Now this should give us the weapons systems next. Very good. We got an artifact again. Now we can go back in the research. Offensive weapons provide a useful deterrent for any primitive minds who might interfere with Altarian affairs. Who's Altarian? Okay, choose new tech. Great. So the weapon systems are in. We can do weapon specialization if we wanted to. We can do targeting, miniaturization, or production specialization. This one reduces the cost of all the weapon systems. Kind of nice to have. We're going to start going into the influence. Xenocommerce is really nice. We can start making a bunch of money. Diplomatic specialization is nice too. We can give plus 10% trade value. Influential vote is 10% growth. It's kind of weird because the area we're at now, we don't really have much to grow to. There aren't any close planets nearby. But we'll see what happens. We do have an idle ship as well. Can I come through here? Oh, there's another people there. Great. That's just awesome. Exactly what I don't want right now. It's more people. There's no planets anywhere. Because I can't go in here and make a planet in the middle of their base. There we go. The galaxy seems to be filled with talking meat. Squirrels. Thanks, we're rodents. Galaxy seems endless. Hopefully we can coexist. Space is more large. It's more than large enough for both of us. Galaxy is endless. Oh, people of your singularity find themselves in dire need, Squeakers. Squeakers is the name of my leader. Would you consider a gift of knowledge of weapon systems? No? Sorry, brother. I ain't gonna do that. Not for you. I had to come up this way, maybe. Ooh, they got a goodie up here. This is the Ascension Crystal. So you have to build an archaeology module to be able to do that victory condition. Which one is that? Hey, we're 3% of the way to the victory. Ascension victory. Ascension crystals, learn the secret. So, we could do that. Victory options. Oh. Huh, we could turn things on and off in the game. Did that say how many turns remaining? 988. Yikes. Alright, what's next? Influential vote. Basic factory is going up. So we did complete the research lab, and it did get the +1 from the colony capital. So it gives bonus to adjacent ones. So we'll get that in a couple more turns, which would be good. And we'll see what we can do. I don't like the way this guy is going on his own. Idle ship, I think, yeah, it's this one. Although I have to go up here because my guys can't go out of range that way. I really, really want you to find something for me. Come on up. Ooh, these guys might have a good start. Or multiple things. Come on up. See if there's anything cool here. Ooh, that's a pretty... What does that say? That's an ore, huh? And we got more dead planets. That's not cool. I guess we come this way. Try to get to that one. We could maybe go to there. And this guy isn't exploring very well. We got another one here. Let's tell you to explore. Let's actually tell you to go up this way. Oh, he has a smaller range, doesn't he? That's awesome. Go up that way. Great. So we got a tough spot to be in here. What you telling me? Explore. We'll let you do that. Basic factories in a few more turns. You need to find me a new planet to camp out on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No! More dead planets. Check that out. Okay. Another turn. And, wonderful, a new market. The Iridium look forward to serving whatever you are. We're Squirrels, the four-eyed monster. Galaxy seems endless. Hopefully we can coexist. So they're somewhere else. Where do they show up at? I don't know where they're at. I don't want to coexist. I want Squirrel Fest Destiny. Idle ship is you. Just cut across their area. That's what I'm all about. Trespassing. Waiting. Ah, that's where these guys are. Oh, there's actually two here. Maybe we can get another planet here. Influential voice is one turn remaining. Oh, asteroids. Some more stuff. Basic factory. Let's do another research quick. Alright, choose new tech. And now we can start doing in some other things. So cultural influence, information hub, interstellar governance, it works too. Maybe we don't want to do that. Now we have good little influence. Now if I start doing some industrialization, that could help us out too. Make some factories, make some other fun stuff. So let's do that. And I want to see one more turn here. Oh, another dead class. Shoot. This is not good. Can you... maybe? They want weapon systems too. No. We're not giving anyone weapon systems. Not for a good while anyway. Come on. Another one. I'm going to check out that one last planet in this video. We may be in serious problems. Come on over. Oh, we have an idle colony too. Wow, they're big already too. Yikes. So Valis. And they have a... okay, they are building on that one, so that one's claimed. Idle colony. Now we could do more stuff here. I want to do like another basic factory. We'll do that next to it, and then we can have +1 to each other. That should be done. But I tell you what, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I think that's all about the time I've got. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you are going to enjoy this series. I hope I enjoy it too. Oops, wrong button. Oh, idle colony. What? I told you to build that. Build. Done. Purple people eaters. Auto saving. Tell me over here. Why are all these planets dead? Can I... if you go up there, is there anything? Nope. Come this way. I just really want to see if there's one up there I can go to. Ooh, Galactic Event. An incredibly viral disease has spread throughout the galaxy, attacking the brains of all sentient organisms. Although non-lethal, it seems to make those infected significantly more aggressive. This has a minimal effect on space combat due to its reliance on semi-intelligent computer systems, but will have significant impact on the more intimate forms of combat. And of course, all the diplomats are having a rough go of it. Alright, plus 20% soldiering, -2 diplomacy. So there's different events that happen too. I just want to see. Tell me, please, give me another planet. Is there another planet in here? No, there isn't. Maybe that one. Maybe. They got 2 planets already. This is a tough start. Nothing here either. Oh, nope, another dead world. Wow. So we may have to change up our plans and really start rocking some other things. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it. Hope you've enjoyed. Keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.